Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Since it's the first video of the year, I wanted to share some lessons that I carried from 2023 and my resolutions for the new year 2024. Let's get into it. One of the biggest lessons I have learned in my adult life is that I have to define my own happiness, how it looks to me, and how I get to experience it. I think it's important to be responsible for your own happiness, to know what makes you happy and how you can cheer yourself up when you need to, and let that validation come from within you and not from outside. I also had to learn how crucial it is to protect my peace, to stay away from people or situations or conversations that trigger negative energy within me. There is a quote I love that says, "You spend most of your life inside your head, make it a nice place to be." And I think this is what I'm striving for. And for the resolution of this year, it is to explore more things that give me joy and cut off what doesn't. 2. Comparison is a thief of joy. I think we all go through this on our different journeys, but I have come to trust that at some point, what's meant for me will find me. I try to work on myself every day and hope that one day when an opportunity avails itself, I'll be ready to take it up. I also realize that I don't solve anything by comparing myself. It's just a source of sadness and lots of negative energy. So the resolution for this is to always remember that I am not behind in life. My journey is mine alone, and it cannot look like somebody else's. 3. Checking in with myself often and spending time with myself helps me learn more about who I am. I started to journal last year and it has been very beneficial since I am an overthinker. Jotting down my thoughts helps me see things more clearly and gives me a better perspective of what's going on. And it also helps me clear my brain, of course. I made it a point to also go out alone a couple of times a month, and this just shows me what it feels like to be in my own company and not be afraid of it, not be afraid to be alone. And it has also helped with my confidence while living in a foreign country. I think it's helpful to do something that makes you get in touch with your inner self to help you understand yourself better. And yeah, don't forget that you are a work in progress. So be kind, but also serious about the work you want to do for yourself. The resolution for this is more solo dates. Number 4 will be, when you don't ask, you don't get. When you don't apply for that opportunity, you won't be considered for it. And don't be afraid to try. Even if it's not for the exact thing you wanted to get, most times, sometimes you may be considered for something else. You never know. And most times I just think to myself, what's the worst that can happen? The person will say no, or you'll not get a reply, or worse, you'll be rejected. Like many of us get those rejecting emails, but it's never going to be the end of the world, is it? I think it's important to be proactive on how to improve in case things are not working out like you want them to, and take a few steps back to reflect on what's happening and how to improve. So my resolution for this year on this is to open myself up to new opportunities more. Number 5, which is the 5th lesson that I learned in 2023, is that I have to become the right person for myself and then become the right person for others, for our friendships, relationships, whatever we want from others. I think it's great if we become it first. Like if you want supporting friendships, how about becoming a supporting friend? Sometimes I think we ask a lot from others when we cannot even offer them half that. But I know nobody is perfect. I personally know that I make mistakes. So learning from mistakes and taking criticism, in case there is any, helps me become the best version of myself, a better version of myself, which I can share with other people. I think that deep down, you know what becoming the right person requires of you. And I hope that we all get to do that and experience our greatest selves. And also, never be afraid to learn from your colleagues or friends or family or people you meet. It's important to stay humble and remember to listen to what others have to say. You can't be the only one who always has the answers or has the best ideas all the time. Being open to feedback, even when you don't like it or even when it hurts, is important, I think. The resolution for this is to become the best version of myself that I am proud of. And the last lesson, which is 6, is to speak to yourself with compassion and be kind to the part of you that has messed up. I realize that there is no perfect way to heal or get over a tough situation. And for me, the words I use with myself during my low moments tend to stick with me. So when it's hard to say or believe the positive things I want to say, I write them down on a sticky note and stick them on my wall so that I can always read them and be reminded of what truly matters, even when it's hard. And avoiding the negative words that are lingering in my thoughts. So being kind to myself and giving myself the grace to learn from my mistakes reminds me that I'm a flawed human being figuring out this thing called life. I hope that we will be able to pick out the good things or the learning moments from our tough times and use those as building blocks for our futures, which will propel us to perform better once we encounter similar situations. I believe that there will be better days, right? Just remember that you deserve the same grace you extend to others during their tough times. So the resolution for this is to never use negative words with myself in any way. So that's it, guys. These are some of the things that I'm carrying into 2024 with me. I hope that some of them can be little reminders to you on your journey this year. Happy New Year to you all. I pray that it will be a great year for us all. And as always, I appreciate you watching and catch you in the next one. Bye.